Good evening, sir. My name is Rahul Bhatia. I am studying in SAS Institute of Management Study. Today, I would like to give presentation on game theory. So, first, I would like to thank Kushal sir that they had given me a golden opportunity to present my topic. So, first, I would like to say introductions of game theory. In the realm of operation research, game theory emerges as a powerful tool that illuminates the complexities of decision making within competitive or comparative environments. Rooted in mathematics and economics, game theory served as a guiding framework to analyze strategic interaction among multiple parties, each seeking to optimize their outcome based on the choices of others. By examining the interplay of strategies, payoffs, and potential outcomes, game theory aids in unraveling the intricacies of scenarios such as supply chain management, pricing strategies, negotiation dynamics, and resource allocation. Through its lens, operation research gain a deeper understanding of the dynamics at play, enabling them to make informed choices that maximize efficiency, minimize risk, and foster collaboration in complex real-world situations. So we can say introduction. So next we'll see history. What is the history of game theory? So game theory came in 20th century. So in 1944, John von Neumann and Oscar Morgenstern published a book, Theory of Game and Economic Behavior, in which they discuss how business of all types may use these techniques to determine the best strategies given a competitive business environment. So we can see definitions of game theory. In business and economic literature, the term refers to a situation of conflict and competition which two or more competitors or participants are involved in the decision-making process in anticipation of certain outcome over a period of time. So basic terms which is used in games theory, that is first player, second one is two-person game and person game, and third is zero sum game or non-zero sum game. Fourth, strategy. In strategy, we have two strategy, pure strategy and mixed strategy. And last, fifth is saddle point. So we can explain this all in next slides. What is the meaning? What do you mean by player, two-person games, zero sums games, strategy, and saddle point? So we can see player. The competitors are referred to as a player. A player may be individual, a group of individual, or an organization. So two-person game have two-person. If a game involves two-player competition, it's called a two-person game. In player, only we have one. In two-person, we have two persons playing the game. And in zero-sum game, in a game, if sum of the gain is to one person, exactly equal to sum of losses to another player so that the sum of the gains and losses is equal to zero. Then the game is said to be a zero sum game. Otherwise, it is said to be non-zero sum game. Strategy. What will be the strategy? The decision rule by which a player determines his course of action is called a strategy. The strategy for a player is a list of all possible actions that he will take for every play of outcome that might arise. Pure strategy. This strategy is a decision rule that is always used by the player to select the particular strategy course of action. Thus, each player knows in advance on strategy, out of which he selects only one particular strategy, regardless of the other player's strategy. The objective of the player is to maximize their gains or minimize their losses. So we can study mixed strategy that if a player decided in advance to use all of some of available course of action in some fixed proportion, this is used to mixed strategy. Thus, mixed strategy is a selection among pure strategy with some fixed proportion. Optimum strategy, that is the particular strategy by which a player optimizes gains or losses without knowing the competitive strategy, is called optimal strategy. So we can see this in the payoff matrix, the sums. So that x1, x2, player x, and in player y we can see y1, y2, and y3. So in this slides we can see that in this payoff matrix, positive payoff is the gain to maximizing player X and loss to minimizing player Y. Example, if X chooses strategy X1 and Y chooses strategy Y1, then X gain is 32 and Y losses is 32. So what will be the exceptions of the game? That there are finite numbers of competitors. There is a conflict of interest between them. Each player has available with finite number of possible strategies. So one player attempts to maximize gains and other attempts to minimize losses. Players know all possible available choices but does not know one is going to be chosen. Players simultaneously select their respective course of action. The payoff is fixed and determined in advance. Players have to make individual decisions without direct communication. What will the significance? Helps in decision making, provide provide scientific quantitative techniques, and gives insight into situations of conflicting interest. Limitation that the assumption that the player have the knowledge about their own payoff rather is elastic. As the number of maximum minimums show the gaming strategy become increasingly complicated and difficult. The assumptions of maximum and minimum shows that players are adverse and last rather than knowledgeably situations. So thank you for presentations.